Over the last 9 years as a practicing chiropractor, I've been privileged to see some amazing things. I've been privileged to take care of some amazing people, families that come in and they're suffering. Most time people come into my office, they're suffering from something. I've seen people come in with years of headaches and migraines. I've seen people come in who they can't stand up hardly. They can't bend over. They can't pick up their kids. I've seen people come in with infertility, with high blood pressure, with thyroid issues, all these different things, digestive issues, and they leave different than when they came in. It's amazing. We get to watch the body heal naturally every single day here in the office. However, as a chiropractor, the biggest change that I believe I can make in a person's life isn't the symptom that's there and then it goes away. It's not the fact that you even feel a lot better. Your life may change through that. But I believe the biggest change I can make in a person's life as a chiropractor is change the way that they start to look at their health, to revolutionize the way that they start to look at their health and their family's health. The reason why this is so important to me, right now in the United States of America, we see over 180,000 hours of pharmaceutical commercials by the time we're 18 years old. You think that might change the way that you think about health? We're constantly inundated with things that we believe to be true so many times about healthcare that just aren't. The reality is we live in a sick care system. And if you use sick care in the place of healthcare, you're going to end up with a sick society. When I go out in public right now, that's what I see is a sick society. The things that we believe to be true about our health are not true. The truth. There's a universal intelligence inside all things. It's a reason that right now in April in Phoenix, Arizona, we know it's about to get hot. We know summer's coming and it's going to get hot. And just as sure as we are that it's going to be hot during summer, we're even more sure that it's going to be chilly in January and December, right? That's a universal intelligence that we just trust. We know these things are going to happen because it's universal intelligence. There's something called innate intelligence inside every single one of us. We're born with it. It's what created us inside our mother's womb. It's what maintains us in existence right now. It's your body's innate intelligence. That's what universal intelligence is expressing through matter, through keeping us in existence. It's what heals your body. It's what regulates your body. It's the reason that you can go to bed tonight and not worry about breathing. It's the reason you don't have to worry about your hormones. It's the reason you don't have to worry about digesting food, because your body has an inborn innate intelligence that allows it to heal, function, and operate at all times. And this is where health comes from. The problem is we don't trust this. We don't trust this. The first thing we do is we run to our medicine cabinet. The first thing we do is we run to our medical doctors to try to look for things to cover up symptoms, to try to look for things to reverse processes that are going on in our body that are a lot of times completely natural. There's so many. If you eat something that your body shouldn't eat and you throw up, you're not sick. That's health. That's your body's natural reaction to getting rid of something that shouldn't be there. When we have a fever, your body's fighting something off. It's raising the temperature of its body naturally so that it can fight off whatever's going on within that body. That's health manifesting. When your body gets the sniffles, when the seasons start to change, your body is adapting to the changes in the air. These things are not sickness. The problem is we treat these natural processes as sicknesses. Right? The problem is we also need to give our body what it needs to maintain itself in existence. Our body needs sunlight. It needs proper nutrition. It needs proper nerve flow through our body. It needs proper nerve flow from our brain through our spinal cords, out our spinal cords, to every single cell, tissue, and organ in your body. You got 36 trillion cells in your body that all need a nerve signal from your brain. That's where we need to use regular chiropractic care to allow that signal to get out into your body. We also need exercise. We need to move our body regularly. Some things I said before, sunlight. We need good relationships in our life. All these things we need to maintain our health. The problem is when we neglect so many of these things. We neglect exercise. We neglect good nutrition. We neglect getting adjusted regularly until we start to have a symptom. And I see this all the time. And I tell people all the time, I love to help you get out of the current situation you're in. If you come in and you're hurting, if the fire in your body is lit and there's something going on, I want to help you put that fire out. But even more than that, if we can keep that fire from happening in the first place, that'd be so much better. Your body is like a car. It's more important than a car though. And at the first sign when if your car starts rattling under the hood, or you start seeing some smoke come up under the hood, you can ignore it. You can ignore it for a long time, but before long, you're going to be driving around and there's going to be a fire, or a wheel is going to start to come off. You're going to blow a tire. Let's not wait until the fire is going off. So many times I compare the symptoms going on in your body to a fire alarm. If the fire alarm in this room were going off, and it's irritating, right? That's like pain. The fire alarm's going off, the pain's flaring up. If we just take the batteries out of that fire alarm, or we do something to numb the pain, that building is still burning down. That building's still burning down until we get to the root cause of what caused that fire, or putting out that fire in the first place. The problem's never going to be taken care of. The problem is never going to be taken care of. And it's the same thing with the car. If that hood is rattling and you take your car to the mechanic, they can fix it before it gets really, really bad. So often I see people wait till symptoms start to come on, or they wait till a disease process is so far down the road. Now you're in crisis care. And if you wait until you can't stand up, or you wait until a symptom is so bad, the migraines, the headaches are so bad, or you're crippled over in pain, now you're no longer able to make wise decisions about your health care because you are in crisis mode. When you're in crisis mode, this is when we make unwise decisions for our health. We choose the pill or the potion or the surgery. There's all these different options to say, doc, just help me get out of pain. Just help me get out of pain. And we start to have to do things that aren't necessarily good for our body. If we have a fire going on and we use a fire extinguisher, that's good. It might help put the fire out, but now we got that foam everywhere, right? We waited till there was a crisis and we had to put the fire out. We just sprayed that foam everywhere. That's kind of like what medication does. When you take a medication, you're spraying that fire. The pain might be gone, but all that foam is still there. All that chemical is still in your system. And it doesn't just go to where the pain was. It goes systematically, and now your body has to recover from that chemical that you just ingested in your system. So I want to encourage you guys, let's be proactive. Let's start to change the way that we look at these things. Let's start to change the way that we look at these health. Like I said at the very beginning, your body, this is the biggest thing I want to get through to you guys. Your body has an innate, inborn intelligence. It's the same thing that keeps the universe spinning on its axis. It's the same thing that keeps the earth rotating around the sun, right? It's the reason that you know the sun's going to come up in the morning and the sun's going to go down at night. That same power, that universal intelligence, expresses in your body as innate intelligence, and it is keeping you in existence. It's regulating you. It's regulating your heartbeat. It's regulating every single chemical process, every single gland in your body down to the cellular level. Let's start to trust that, but let's start to take care of it, okay? I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your night. I really, really hope this gets through to a lot of you. Like I said, as a chiropractor, there's no better gift that I can give a patient than for them to start to understand this and start to recognize it, and not only start to recognize it, but start to live it as well. If there's any way I can help you do that, you please always reach out to me. Follow us, like us on socials, on Instagram, YouTube. I appreciate you guys. I look forward to talking to you soon.